I don't think that they should. I feel like juveniles' brains aren't fully developed. I'm not saying they don't know what they're doing, but I do think that they don't have an adult brain yet.
There are certainly aspects of criminal justice that require punishment, if only so we don't, dissolve into chaos and that the families of the people who have been victimized feel closure. And in that sense, I don't think necessarily that a 14-year-old should be let out at 18, but certainly the death penalty is unwarranted, as is lifelong detention.
People are young, and so they make a lot of mistakes, and I think to penalize someone and take their life is probably a little too dramatic.
That seems like a more short-term solution. Doesn't really get to some of the root causes.
And it doesn't give them the chance to fix whatever problems they have.
I think in general, the concept of a death penalty and life imprisonment I'm not against. There just are people who don't deserve to be a part of society. A serial killer, for example, for sure.
It's a case-by-case thing. Obviously there are some kids who, do know what they're doing, but, in that case, they should just be given prison time. And I think in general, if it's a younger kid, then I believe it should be rehabilitation.
Hopefully we're still in the point where the point of prison is rehabilitation. I don't know if we've gone past that. I'm not quite sure if that's really the point anymore, but that's what I like to think.
These are correctional facilities, and yet you just put criminals in an environment where it's just fostering more hatred and more anger and violence.
The American prison system's screwed up enough. Just leave them in there. It's worse than death almost. It's overcrowded, it's cruel, it's horrible.
Life without parole, I really feel, is advisable only in kind of the most extreme situations, like serial killer, somebody who's been doing something their whole lives. But I do think that kind of, if this is the spectrum, rehabilitation can work kind of all the way up to here, if there's enough time and enough effort and the right people to do it.